brought on full-time, okay? And we reduced the proposed property tax hike from 66 cents per 100 to 64. The mayor was wanting higher property taxes. So I personally thought that the property tax amount we put on there was where we needed to be. We're in a tight budget right now. So I'm not so sure that lowering the budget on property taxes was a good thing. But lowering them was not what he was for. He was pushing for higher.
Well,
So this whole thing is spin.
Well, the ultimate concern, as I just read, which is, again, is a non-important issue. That's something that you all have, are waiting for an answer for. And if it has been declared that he lives in the township, then the best interest, even if it wasn't the best, you got to look at it. And I did my own research as well. It would cost a lot of money. You would have to pay back taxes to every person that was there, and my estimation came close to that per every household. Scotland Neck can't afford to pay these individuals back. So the reasoning in that was say, what do we do? Do we just still go after this? Say this man doesn't live here, and I don't mean to call you this man, Commissioner. Say he doesn't live here, then we put him out and 5 others that have been paying into this town. So that's a debt that Scotland Neck is going to accrue. Then we got to cut somewhere to recoup this money. I see the logic in that, but I'm trying to understand why the individuals don't see the logic in that.
We should be happy that we've got 5 or 6 residences that have been found to be in town just as we thought they were, who are good tax-paying citizens and are contributors.
Because, again, most of my family lives in the town, and a lot of them live in the outskirts. But when you come in, and still has the Scotland Neck Exchange, when you're coming into the township, you're spending money to bring progress in that town. But then when you want to seek out outside investors or funders to come into this town to help, build the economy, they're not going to come into a town where the government of this town cannot hold it together. And that's a bad reflection on this whole board. If they don't show up because they choose the one they want to boycott, which is what we call it, you want to boycott it because you want to force the hand of the commissioner being put out for the board, when you don't have the deciding factor to do that, Halifax Board of Election does. And what's going to happen is a task force can be developed that can come in here, and if enough names get up to Raleigh or the Washington, D.C. area, they can assign someone to govern how you all conduct business, and that's what might happen.
Well, Jerry Clower.
That's very.
Jerry Clower was up in a tree with a coon. If you've ever heard of Jerry Clower. And he hollered down, "Somebody shoot up here because one of us has to have some relief." And that's how we feel. If we can't get this thing working smoother and better, then by all means.
Because it's no longer going to be a Scotland Neck thing. It's going to be the concerns of the people of this town. Whether you got every nationality almost coming into this area that want to live here. You got some legal and some illegal, but still, you're going to have someone governing how you all conduct business for the best interest of this town. And that's going to be sooner than later.
If we can't
and if you got 3 empty seats up there that is empty, cannot come and act like we all tell us all to act civilized and as adults, and let's just conduct the business of the town, take care of it, let this be handled the way it's supposed to be handled. Then let's move forward on planning our next strategy for the town of Scotland Neck. Being so, you're gonna by next year, 2011, you're gonna be in the same boat.
Yeah.
And again, that's no reflection because you all are here, and these citizens took time to come here to hear how you are going to progress the town. Well, they can't hear that because you can't vote on anything because you're missing 3 bodies.
That's right. And the same thing happened in Enfield, and the state ran Enfield for almost 2 years.
Yep.
And they'll run Scotland Neck. the time will go on, but the thing is, why should Raleigh have anything to do with Scotland Neck? Why can't we govern ourselves? Who knows best for what's here than us, you know, the local people? And it's just a shame to me. This town has basically stood still for 3 years, and it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. We can't afford for this town to stand still a minute, much less 3 years. And, you know, it's time to move on.
Well, if he wanted to be the mayor badly, from what I could see and what he's done, why isn't he trying to be the mayor? Why don't he do the businesses at hand?
I don't know.
I just
Have
don't
to
get it.
ask him.
I have a question. I don't know what the average property value is here in town, but based on a $60,000 house, how much more is the taxes going up on that house?
A $60,000 house.
$24.
Okay, so 3 times what it would have been if we could have settled with the $8 on the utility bill.
Well,
You know, it was ridiculous, and the shame of it all is the extra money it's gonna cost us to collect our taxes. That extra $30,000 to $40,000, which is y'all's money. It's y'all's money.
You took money out of my pocket on it.
It is not our money. We are caretakers, but it is not our money. And it's, you know, to throw it
Maybe
away.
he should pay it. He caused it.
Are there any things that we could do? Is there any legality about calling a special meeting without notice? Are those legal meetings?
No, you got to have proper notice.
So he was trying to hold illegal meetings?
Oh,
no, he was he was calling the meetings with the proper notice, and
But he called them at a time when he
Yeah.
knew
11 o'clock in the
we
morning. on
couldn't come.
Friday.
We all have jobs.
We were.
You know, we offered, every time he called, we said we will meet after 5. We'll meet before 7, which that was totally out. But,
well, Charlie, in
Yeah.
addition to that, on a lot of these specially called meetings, we also gave times during the day that we could meet, but there was times when he called them that we could not be there. So we'd give alternate times early in the morning, late in the evening, in the middle of the day on different days. And, you know, Charlie's the mayor pro tem. He runs the meetings when the mayor's not here. I appreciate him letting me speak as much as I am tonight, but it's making it's making me feel better a little bit. But, and I feel like I'm being a little bit selfish, but we have serious folks here tonight, regardless of race. Y'all are here because you want to be here and you want to deal with what the issues are. I got a son playing football tonight. I'm missing my son's football game to be at a meeting. This not a meeting. To your point, I don't need to be on this board if we're not going to try to do the best we can to run the town, because we've all got other things to do. All of us do. And that's just my little piece. Charlie's got things, and Raymond and Nancy and every one of you did not have to be here.